What's up, everyone? Welcome back for the next game of bowling. Fuck yeah. Alright, so as usual, continuing on with discussing different topics as far as this year of my life is concerned. So, one of the major aspects of my life, believe it or not, is my car. So, I'm going to talk this time about how well my car has performed this year. Because, again, my car is an important part of my life because, I kind of need it in order to get around, to go to work, to go to school, which I don't like going to school. So, if my car ever broke down on me on a morning I was going to school, I would be like, okay, cool, Which has happened to me before, like that one time last year when I was driving to school and, the exhaust system kind of fell off my car. That was pretty awesome. So yeah, as you can imagine, I kind of freaked out about that just a little bit, put me on edge, maybe just a little bit, 'cause, yeah, the exhaust system, fell off my goddamn car while I was driving it to work, so that was great. But yeah, luckily this year, since I went back to the other college I had been going to before, I was able to put a lot less miles on my car this year, which is good because, for those of you who don't know, I work as a host at a restaurant. I work a part-time minimum wage job. I do not make a lot of money, you guys. I know some of you guys out there must be thinking to yourselves, wait a minute, Multi-Step, you don't make a whole lot of money? Then how the hell can you afford a professional recording device? And how is it that you keep affording all these brand new games that you keep showing off all the time? Well, my friends, I'm going to tell you how I afford all that. To make a long story short, I don't. I do, but I don't. I make it work. I have literally $0. That is my budget for this YouTube channel, is $0. I literally run this thing out of whatever money I have. And that being said, I don't even spend most of my money on this YouTube channel. I save most of my money. Which is why a lot of the, new games I show off aren't necessarily, brand new games. Very occasionally, very, very occasionally, I will buy a brand new game. But most of the time, I wait until games have been out for a while in order to buy them, or wait for the price to go down, because, to be honest, I can't afford to buy a bunch of brand new games. Because, again, I don't make a whole lot of money, you guys, believe it or not. I really don't. So, when I show off new games for you guys, you better appreciate it, because I work my ass off for all my money. So, yeah. So the car I drive, getting back on topic here, the car I drive is not a brand new car, obviously. The car I drive is a 2002 Nissan Sentra GXE Turbo Limited Edition. Okay, so I made up the last two parts, the Turbo Limited Edition. It just sounded cool to say. Anyway, would be awesome though, but, whatever. No, it's just a regular, good old 2002 Nissan Sentra GXE. So, nothing fancy. I'm going to be honest. My car has a lot of rust on it. That car is slowly rusting to death. However, that being said, it's the best I can do right now. It's the best I can afford as far as a car is concerned. And overall, really, throughout the years, except for last year when I had some troubles, for the most part, that car has been very kind to me. It has performed very well. And this year, my car has completely outdone itself. My car's performance this year has been absolutely brilliant. 110% brilliant. I have had not a single major issue with that car throughout the entire year. I maybe had to have the oil changed like once. Um, a couple of weeks ago, though, I did have some kind of smoking going on underneath the hood, so I had it brought into the mechanic or whatever, and they told me it was nothing major, just like a clamp on a transmission hose or something. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't know much about cars, which again may surprise you guys considering how many racing games I play, but believe it or not, I don't actually know much about cars. So yeah, like one of the clamps on like a transmission hose had rusted away, so I had some like fluid leaking onto my engine block, which, you know, the engine block gets hot, you know, it heats up, so that's what was causing the smoke. When the liquid hit the engine block, it would turn into smoke, you know, it would vaporize. And my car had been running just fine, so I wasn't too worried about it. You know, even with the smoking, my car was running perfectly fine, so again, that's why I wasn't too alarmed about it, but yeah. But that's like the most major issue I've had with the car all year. So that car has been absolutely brilliant all year. Absolutely brilliant. Ain't no two ways about it. So, yeah, as far as car performance is concerned, it has been, again, absolutely brilliant this year. Very worthy of praise. I will say this, you know, Nissan makes good motors. Like, if you're going to buy a car, like a good, you know, cheap, like on the cheaper end, like, they make some really good, cheaper Japanese cars out there. You know, your Nissans, your Toyotas, Hondas, those three brands tend to be really solid. They tend to not be too expensive as well, which is very nice. And there's a lot of them on the road, so there's always spare parts to be had. Don't have to really worry about that too much. But yeah, like your Nissans, your Toyotas, Hondas, they all tend to make pretty good motors. So, yeah, I got really lucky with the car that I got. I'm going to say that right now. The car that I got has been overall rock solid. Not bad for a car that has almost 150,000 miles on it, you know. Not too fucking shabby. I honestly have a feeling that car is probably going to rust to death before the motor dies. Because, again, those little Japanese motors, those things run for fucking ever. So. Only time will tell, but I do have a feeling that car is probably going to, one way or another, probably going to die soon. So I wouldn't be surprised if next year I have to buy myself a new car. But it is okay because luckily I have been relatively smart with my money over the past year. Granted, I did go a little bit overboard on buying video games, but some of that was Christmas money. I bought a few of those games using Christmas money, so it wasn't all bad, but yeah, I've been saving up for a new car to be on the safe side. And I already have over $2,000 saved up, which is nice because fuck, really? I didn't get that last pin? Because the car that I have right now, I got it for about $1,900, which for that car was a really screaming deal. The reason why I got such a good deal on it is probably because of the rust on that car. But yeah, it was just a really good deal on that car, so nice. Nailed the spare. So, worked out well for me. So yeah, as far as overall car performance this year, I have nothing to bitch about. That car has been rock fucking solid. So I'd like to give a special shout out to Nissan for making such awesome car motors. So good job, guys. Alright, so that's really all I have to say about that particular topic. Just a couple more frames left, so we'll see what these AIs can do. Oh man, he was so close. Now player 4. Alright. So we're at the halfway point on this game, so I'm going to go ahead and end this one here, and we'll finish it up next time. So until then, guys, peace out.